Hi, everybody. My name is Amy Mathews. I am from Group 2, and I'm pleased to introduce the topic to you, carbon footprint. Without further ado, let's get started. What is your carbon footprint? A carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, that's the combination of carbon dioxide and methane, that are generated by our actions. When I say by our actions, that includes the type of transportation you choose to use every day, your household plastic consumption, and your technology consumption as well. The average carbon footprint for a person in the United States is 16 tons, one of the highest rates in the world. Why is it important to reduce your carbon footprint? Our growing carbon footprint is having a significant impact on the environment. Sea levels are rising as the temperature of our planet increases. Rising seas will not only erode shorelines and destroy ecosystems, but coastal cities and towns. And that's the explanation as to why we see so many cyclones happening every single day now. 1/4 of the Earth's species will be headed for extinction in the next 40 years if climate change increases at its current rate. Increase in ocean temperatures is threatening the survival of coral reefs, a $375 billion industry. According to the World Health Organization, climate change is projected to increase in the percentage of people of Mali suffering from hunger from 34% to at least 64% in the 40 years from now. As we can see, it's crucial to be able to change how much our carbon footprint is currently.
Thanks for telling us all about the importance of reducing our carbon footprint, Amy. My name is Christopher, and I'll cover some of the sources or ways that greenhouse gases are emitted. First off, transportation is one of the major sources of greenhouse gas emissions. This is because we burn fossil fuels for our transportation, such as cars, trucks, ships, planes, and so on. Next, we have electricity production as another major source of greenhouse gas emissions, and a majority of our electricity also comes from burning fossil fuels, such as coal, natural gas, and petroleum. Industry and production also require burning fossil fuels for energy, similar to electricity production. And it might surprise you that agriculture also emits greenhouse gases. This is because livestock, such as cows, can emit methane, and flooded rice fields can also host bacteria that emit methane in the right conditions. Finally, commercial businesses and residential homes emit greenhouse gases because they also burn fossil fuels for heating purposes and waste management.
Thanks, Christopher. Hi, my name is Kavan Mehrizi, and I will be talking about how we can reduce our carbon footprint more on a national level. So fossil fuels are still providing around 80% of the world's energy. Main sources of fossil fuels are coal, oil, and natural gas. However, only around 13% of the world's energy comes from renewable sources. So we need to increase this number. So sources of renewable energy include windmills, which utilize the power of the wind, solar panels, which utilize the sun's energy, as well as hydroelectric dams, which use the power of water to push turbines. We need to push for a less reliance on fossil fuel energy sources. One thing we can do as a nation is to enact stricter climate change laws. The US is the world's largest historical emitter of greenhouse gases, and 33.2% of US electricity came from coal. And only 32 states have adopted plans to reduce climate change. We need more states to impose stricter emissions reduction targets similar to California's, as well as the 32 other states.
Thanks for the awesome information, Kavan. Hello everyone, my name is Jacob, and today we're going to be talking about what you can do at home to reduce your carbon footprint. Number 1, do yourself a favor and save some damn water. Don't leave the faucet running, and please take some shorter showers. It takes a lot of energy and resources to process and deliver the water to your house, and even more energy to heat it up. Number 2, switch to a company that provides energy from renewable resources like solar, hydroelectric, and wind. So no gas. Change your light bulbs today. If you have any incandescent light bulbs, do so a favor and change them to LEDs. LEDs are super energy efficient compared to the old incandescent ones. In general, if you have any lights or electronics that you are not using, turn them off. Simple as that. Number 4, I think. Instead of purchasing meat from an animal, consider purchasing lamb or plant-grown meat. Both require a lot less energy, water, and resources to produce than conventional, meat that's made. Also, support your local farmers. Local farmers do not use harmful chemicals on their crops, which in turn harm the rest of the environment as compared to the rest of the farming industry. And lastly, do not forget to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Super easy. I'm pretty sure you all learned this in elementary school. By reducing the amount of waste you generate, reusing electronic equipment, and recycling waste, you can make a real difference and reduce your carbon footprint, of course. And now I turn the question back to you guys. What can you do personally to reduce your carbon footprint? Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you learned something.